eScript provider MediSecure has revealed almost 13 million Australians have had their data stolen in one of the largest cyber attacks in Australia's history. To tell us more, our national technology reporter Ange Lavoie-Pierre joins us. Good morning, Ange. Is this figure of 12.9 million Australians more than what we were expecting? Because we heard about this back in May and now we're getting increased detail.
Yeah, I think everyone was really braced for this number, right? Because the market was carved up between these two providers, MediSecure and ERX. The entire market is now with ERX, but we didn't know, I guess, how many Australians would be exposed. We now know because MediSecure revealed late yesterday that 12.9 million of us had data stolen in that breach. It is one of the largest in Australia's history, as you say. It's by some measures maybe the second largest. The only larger was the hack of Latitude in 2023, a financial services company where 14 million Australians had data stolen. And yeah, it's huge, and a lot of people will be waking up and worried to hear that number, I imagine.
So many of us clearly are affected without knowing whether or not we have been, but what advice is there for people who think their data might have been stolen? I mean, it's like nearly half of all of Australians who might have had their data leaked.
Yeah, that's right. And people haven't been notified individually, so we are being left to guess. But the advice is clear, as difficult as it may be, because it is worrying information. We know that along with people's, phone numbers, addresses, full names, dates of birth, all this this rich data set. There's all this medical data out there of theirs, what they were being prescribed, how much, what for, how they were meant to take the medication. So it's, we have a sense for just how exposed people are here, but they are being told not to go looking, not to go and try and find the data on the dark web. In fact, the National Cybersecurity Coordinator, Lieutenant General Michelle McGuinness, has been saying that might actually constitute a criminal offence. So definitely don't go looking. Some of the advice she also gave was to be on the lookout for scams that specifically mention MediSecure. So people may seek to, cyber criminals may seek to take advantage of this hack. And, the advice, as always, if that does happen, if you're getting unsolicited contact from someone who refers to MediSecure or this incident, to hang up or to end the contact and to remake contact using independently sourced phone number or details to do so. The other important bit of information we've been hearing is that it is advisable to keep using eScripts as normal. As I said, MediSecure is not a provider anymore. The current services are not affected, and people should feel safe to continue using services as they otherwise would.
Oh, that's good. Do we know, Ange, where this data is now? Has it been on-sold?
That's an interesting question. I mean, no one can really know what happened to it. It hasn't been, we should say, it actually hasn't been released publicly, the entire trove. There was a small sample released on the dark web, which is, par for the course when data like this is being advertised for sale. It would be reasonable to suspect that it may have been bought. We don't know who buys. Sometimes what happens in these incidents, and this is interesting, I think, is that security actors actually buy back the data. So they may be paid to go and sort of secure it in their own way. But we can't know if that's what happened here, and there's a chance that the data may have been sold on.